Hello, Algebra 1 students. I'm looking at your assignment for today from Buchanan. It is the Chapter 3, Section 3, solving multi-step equations with variables on both sides. I kind of went crazy. I thought I was doing odds. I wasn't paying attention to the numbers. I thought it went 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. But so I have a little extra done here for you. So taking a look at number 1, I have 6y plus 9. I'm just going to bring that down. And then I have that equals 2. What I did here was the distributive property, and I took 3 times the 2. That gave me 6. There was a y with that too, so I bring the y with it. And then you take 3 times the 3. 3 times 3 is 9, so I have a plus 9. Notice this is the same on both sides. Remember your work from earlier this week? Or was it last week? I don't know. But anyways, when you have the same thing on each side, that's going to be infinite solution. So for number 1, you should have written infinite. Okay, infinite solutions. Number 2, I might as well show you. When you put that 5g minus g, it looks like that. So when they are different, look at how this is different. I have a 4g plus 7 and I have a 4g minus 1. You could stop right there. You really don't have to go any further. Whenever you have, something with your variable and it's subtracting something different or adding something different or adding on one side like in number 2 and subtracting something on the other, it's not going to ever work out. There's going to be no solution for that because no matter what number you put in here, if I continue to work it out and I subtract 4g from both sides because I want to get g by itself, I end up just with 7 equals negative 1. That doesn't make any sense. 7 does not equal negative 1. So there's going to be no solution for that one. Okay, moving on. I use the distributive property once again. I am taking my 2 times the n and the 2 times the 2. So I have 2n, 2 times 2 is 4, so that becomes that. I ended up doing both steps here just because we're getting so good at it, okay? So I minus 2n from both sides. That canceled this out. 5n minus 2n gave me the 3n. And then I'm adding a 5 to both sides. And that gave me 9 over here. I'm working on getting my n by itself. That's why I'm doing all this. I divide both sides by 3. And I end up with 3 equals n. You can take a look at number 4. I had that for you. Number 5. Ends up being the same on both sides, even though this looks backwards. It's like a mirrored effect. This is essentially 3v plus 8 also over here on this side. Remember, when you have this same thing on both sides, I don't need to go any further. And it's going to be infinite solutions. Okay, I started this number 6 because then I realized, I was like, oh man, I'm doing even ones too. So here's a starter for number 6. You go ahead and finish it. Go ahead and subtract 2r from both sides, and then I would subtract 15 from both sides after that. Notice I used the distributive property for you. 5 times r is 5r, 5 times 3 is 15. So then I caught up with myself and I figured, I'm going to start doing just the odds. So I went up here and then I did number 8. It doesn't make any sense. I must have too many other math assignments on my mind. So I have 3 times 2 is 6f. 3 times 4 is 12. This is 2 times 3 is 6f. 2 times a negative 6 is negative 12. So once again, if I were to go further, if I was to get rid of 6f, on this side because I want it over here, well, that means I have to do it over here too. Well, that gets rid of both of them. And then you end up with 12 equals negative 12. That's not so. There's no solution. So when it's different like that on each side, like you're adding something and subtracting it, you could just stop right there. No solution for number 7. And then I messed up again. I did an 8. I was going to do the odd ones, so I'm going to save those 3 for you guys. But 3 times p is 3p. 3 times a negative 4. This is a negative 3 and a negative 4, so that gave me a positive 12. Okay, I then combine my like terms. The 8 plus 12 gives me 20. And then, so I had 20 minus 3p minus 2p. And then I added 3p to both sides, and I get 20 equals 5p. And then divide both sides by 4, and I get, or by 5, 20 divided by 5 is 4. 4 equals p. Go ahead and try 9, 10, 11 on your own. I did number 12 because it had a decimal in it. I thought maybe that would freak some people out. So what I do is I subtract 2.5x from both sides, minus 2.5x. I got rid of it on this side, that's why I did it. I'm trying to get x by itself. This ends up being 2x equals that 21. And then I divide both sides by 2. And you'll see on your calculator, 21 divided by 2 is 10.5. Okay, hopefully this helps. Try the other ones on your own. And if you make a mistake, just learn from it. That makes us better. Good luck.